We get sent a lot of packages, and in this series, we pick out the coolest ones you may have never heard of. Like this custom katana, which is now our official Amazon box opener. So let's check it out. A brand called Romance of Men reached out and asked if we wanted a custom katana, so you know we had to black it out. First and foremost, I apologize if I butcher any names, but we got this blackout ribbed handle, feels good. This wicked black and gold dragon fighting these warriors finger guard, and this dragon engraving directly into the wood. This metal emblem on the inside, shiny. And we went with this clean black and steel blade that's actually sharpened. Wow. It's about average size. Look, I'm not saying you should buy a custom katana, but if you need a new box cutter, well, this is your reason to get one. For anyone born in the 1990s, this is like retro meets modern. It's so old, it comes with a pencil. 90% of you probably don't know what this does, but open this, slide this in, and well, bam. This is what we used to carry around and is basically an OG iPod. Back when buttons were still a thing. Thankfully, this one is updated. You got USB-C, a headphone jack, and actual volume dials. The fact it looks this good is just a bonus. Yeah, it's also got Bluetooth as well. And they also sell Bluetooth headphones as well. So if you're looking to relive your childhood, this is a very expensive way to do so.
I never thought the day would come where I would spend real coins to buy, well, fancier looking coins. So shout out to Holme and Hadfield's newest release, the Chest Organizer. And to celebrate, we're hosting a giveaway for this whole collection, a chest, and over $1,200 worth of coins from several coin makers. We're starting off with Limitless Engraver, and I can see why they call themselves that, with this intricate and crazily detailed textured coins. It's like it was made of an actual dragon. Then there's the Spartan coin collection from Raphael, shields, swords, and lions. What more could you ask for? Oh, yeah, there's a fidget one too. Mendoza comes in hot with the blackout packaging. I'm a fan when they include authenticity cards to know you're getting the real deal, but more importantly, this full blackout is bonkers. Then La Lobo throws in this 3D piece of art with the backsides looking even cooler with how thin and detailed those engravings are. But finally, Jay Lawson. Fun fact, one of the first coins I ever bought was from them, and all 6 of these are included in the giveaway prize, with this maze design being one of my favorites from them. So if you want a chance to show off your collection of coins and win this newly released chest organizer, check out the link in the bio. But while you're at it, check out all the coin makers pages to really show some love. However, if you can't wait for the giveaway, you can use the code CHESTVIP and save 20% if you decide to pick up an organizer today. Details and links down below.
Another for the retro fans, 8BitDo released a new retro NES keypad with these funky keys and even a calculator built in. It's definitely not the thinnest keyboard or numpad, but if you're going for style points, this can't be beat. Honestly, if you brought this calculator to school, you'd easily be the coolest kid around. We buy and receive a lot of watches, from retro to brand spanking new, and just really unique ones. We'll do a quick speed run, starting off with the Allsparkx, which is an actual watch, but slide down and it's got a lighter built in. It is a thick boy, but it's kind of just fun to play with too. Although, you should not play with this. And if you're wondering like I am, does it actually work? Yeah, it does. This one is from MECEXP, and they have one of the most unique watch faces I've ever seen. Minutes on one side with the hours on the other. Click once for night reading mode. Click 3 times, and it's a timer. With the coolest part being, it has USB-C recharging with magnets. Huge shout out to Google this year for sending us some of their products because we love Android. On first impression, I am a fan of the rounder design as I do like a classic watch. It's got a button and touchscreen too. The best part about smartwatches is obviously the choice of faces. It's got all your standard smartwatch features, step counter, weather, Fitbit integration, and heart rate too, which looks like I'm pretty nervous right now. Obviously it works best if you do have an Android phone, but standalone, it actually looks pretty good too. Retro seems to be the theme today, and this is the Casio Baby G Witchy, which has a tiny Tamagotchi-like animal inside. It is a thick boy, but like most Casios, it is tough as nails, but swapping through, you can see different animals and the witch. Now, I'm not too familiar with what it actually does, but come on, it just looks really cool, but I do know it's pretty rare. And this one is in pretty good condition too. I'm still pretty new to these retro watches, but after finding this one, come on, it's easily my favorite. This one is made by Seiko and comes in a variety of designs on the outside. I've got this emerald green with gold engraving, and I've always wanted a pocket watch. I just didn't know I'd find one this fidgety. A huge shout out to Uncrate for always finding the coolest gear and supplying us with some of them, like this, from Graft. A watch case that is not for the faint of heart because it's gonna cost you. But if you care about your watches, which if you've spent some money like I have on it, then you probably do, then you're probably gonna want a way to keep it safe. Wrapped in some premium feeling leather and with a really nice stitch job. Inside has a cotton-like stress ball and a wall too. So if you're on the go, snap it in and well, bam. Now you can toss it into your bag, your pocket, or just take it with you anywhere thanks to this hard shell case that actually looks pretty decent too. We got a bunch of goodie from our friends over at Dispatch, including what may be my new favorite sling bag. It's part of their research and development series, which is why I love it so much, because they're not afraid to experiment. The shoulder strap alone has so much hardware that I'm not sure what half of it does, but it's also got a strap on a strap. I've got the sling bag version, which is already pretty big in itself, but they do have a larger version. It's made of a Dyneema material, which is super light, but crinkles like paper. I am a fan of how it sits on the body though, and with one giant pocket that can easily fit my iPad Pro. Inside, you've only got 3 sleeve pockets and the rest is just open space. The only other pocket is this small one around back, which is water sealed and can fit my phone perfectly. And you'd be surprised how useful an external strap is for carrying a sweater or all your girlfriend's bags. The mini utility Ruck, which has your classic flap top, keeping all your gear waterproof, but in this tiny form factor that's kind of cute. And yeah, it's pretty comfortable too. Like all things Dispatch, you've got straps galore, which just means you can customize it to exactly how you want it, and magnets too. And while it is small, you've got full access inside with quite a bit of room too, and a laptop sleeve as well. There's also zippered mesh pockets, more magnet clips, and surprisingly, a lot of pockets on the outside. Water bottle, a giant one here with 2 sleeves inside, and another water bottle pocket. You also can't go wrong with a full blackout bag that can definitely take a beating. On the topic of bags, we got a new one from Harber London, who always does the nicest packaging. But that's why we gotta use this. Wow. If there's a brand that does packaging right, it's Harber London, because this tote bag that the bag itself comes in is pretty nice. Oy. Oh, this may just be my most premium tote bag, and I freaking love it. It's got thick and supple leather, sturdy hinges, and solid stitch points as well. So even though it is a luxury bag, you don't have to worry about it. And it's also a 2-in-1 that will make you look super fabulous. Silver Fox is one of those small brands that if you know, you know, because this may be the coolest wrench ever. And look, you're not fixing any pipes with this, but it's got some size to it. Although it does make for the perfect wrench if you're the go-to guy for all things DIY. What looks like a combination of titanium and brass, this one is a looker and a great conversation starter too. We're a big fan of Civivi, and apparently the feeling is mutual. So let's do a speed run. The Biophase, carbon fiber, Damascus, and a pretty average size. Starflare, red handle, Damascus blade. This one I can't pronounce, but it is quite cute. Quite cute. This one is the Chiro or Chiro, black G10 handles and black blade too. It's giving super villain vibes. This one is all about that clear handle, but it's also got a rear lock too, which I haven't seen a lot. The Sendy looks and feels simple, but it's also got a really cute blade too. I'm excited for this one because it's baby pink. We're pretty familiar with the baby Banter, and this is no different except in a wicked Barbie bubblegum-like colorway. I do wish it was a blackout blade though. The Primatrox is sophisticated with a natural G10 handle. This just screams fancy. The Stormhowl is sort of an optical illusion because even the blade is two-tone, but that all aluminum handle feels good. This one's so big, we don't even have a box for it, but damn. Average size. Girthy. On the complete opposite end, my favorite one to open, a fixed blade. The mini Elementum with a green micarta handle. Well, bam. Look at that. Finally, a size that you're familiar with using, 2 fingers. Nobody saw this coming, but a new release from Nanoleaf, perfect for anyone that collects these bad boys. They're essentially boxes that light up. So if you're gonna spend all that money on your toy addiction, you may as well make it look good. And depending on how addicted you are, it expands. Let me know if you want to see more mail time because we still have a lot more, but that's it. I rest my toy box. Should I drop it?